Yes, Declan, congratulations as this crowd sing Rice, Rice, baby as you walk off the pitch.
Gets me every time.
3 points, a goal and an assist. That couldn't have gone any better for you and your team today.
Yeah, I think you see it in the first half. It was domination. We could have been 4 or 5 if I'm being honest with you. I missed the sitter and I was fuming, to be honest. I couldn't let it go, and I knew there was an opportunity for me today to score, assist, and even for my goal then, you know, I was back in my own half and I just sensed it. Bournemouth players were out on their feet and just kept going and arrived in a position that I'd done quite frequently today, and goal, assist and 3 points is, after speaking yesterday, it's what we needed.
Yeah, when we spoke yesterday, you said that you actually prefer assisting to scoring goals. It's 7 goals, 9 assists now. Do you still prefer assisting?
Do you know what? I do like assisting. It just feels good for some reason. I'm sure all the top players in the world will say that as well when they assist. Like, it's just such a good feeling, especially for me, because I don't get to do it much. But look, I'm delighted. It was, like I said, it was a big result because they've been in some top form. They're a really good team. Big respect to them. But we knew today it was business, and we had to handle it.
Yeah, you talked about the amount of chances you had before you won that penalty. Did it feel like it was going to be one of those days?
Yeah, it can do. You look back at the Villa game the other week when we had 4 or 5 in the first half, and second half is a bit cagey. Still think we can improve in the second half, become a bit of a basketball match, and that's not our game. Could have been a bit more composed. They caused a bit of chaos, and we caused our own damage really at times. But to win 3-0, get it over the line, now leads into another big one next week, and we're fully focused.
It didn't look like a huge moment like it was the way Saka just rolled that penalty in so coolly either, did it?
Yeah, fair play to him. Ever since the Euros, when he missed the penalty, I think his mindset on penalties and the way he practices them and the way he now takes them in different positions and different spots, full credit to him, because that takes courage, and he's been top at them for us.
Well, look, you're 4 points clear at the top of the Premier League table, potentially 2 games away from winning the Premier League title. How are you managing the nerves, the pressure, the excitement, all of it?
Do you know what? I think this year, obviously I wasn't here last year, but I think this year I can sense that we're just embracing it. Obviously, like you said, Man City, well, they're a machine. They win most of their games, but we can only focus on us, and we have been doing that in recent weeks. We've had an unbelievable 2024. I think the record that we've had is just out of this world. So look, anything can happen in football. Surprises happen, miracles happen, and look, we're obviously 2 games to go. We've just got to stay focused.
Well done today. You are the man of the match.
Thank you.
Won this trophy, but another step closer today with just 2 games to go. Just how big a test was that for Arsenal, Martin, and how well did they come through it?
They did well, actually. I thought the second half there was some nervy moments. Credit to Bournemouth. They started passing the ball. They were playing with much more expression, much more freedom. They came out Arsenal, but again, they showed that professionalism, that game management, which was really important. And I thought Declan Rice sort of summed that up really once he'd done everything he needed to do, putting fires out all over the pitch. He went off and then grabbed his own goal. Well, Havertz is about to join us.
You can see Kai Havertz just coming out to join us. You can hear the cheers for a player who's been so influential in this title race. Kai, good to speak to you. Just how tough a game was that to play in? How well do you think the team navigated their way through it?
It was a tough game. I think we had lots of chances in the first half especially, but we didn't manage to score them, and then it was tough the second half. They have a good team, fair play to them. I think they played quite well, so at the end we are very happy about the 3 points and the 3 goals as well.
I have to ask you about the penalty as well, because Mark Travers, their goalkeeper, was complaining that you'd sort of dangled a leg in there. How did you see it?
I haven't seen the replay, but I think he touches me.
I think you see it closely from this angle. He commits, and then the contact. I think it's a penalty, but you're a clever player. You know that he's left himself exposed. What did you think, Kai?
In the situation, I felt the contact and I went down. That's why, for me it's a penalty. And I said to the goalkeeper as well, you touched me. So I think he understood as well on the pitch. So maybe it's not that clear, but I think you can give it for sure.
Yeah. You're playing fantastically well at the moment, and you're really enjoying your football. You have a great relationship with Saka and Declan Rice. Is this the best we've seen you in this run of form? Is this your best form of your career? Because you're playing fantastically well.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I just enjoy it on the pitch right now. It's so nice. I mean, I have so many good players behind me, and yeah, it's just fun, you know, to play as a number 9 as well. I really enjoy that role, and I know it's still 2 more games to play, and we're going to give everything. I'm going to give everything, and hopefully we can, enjoy the last 2 games and win those games, and then we see where we are going.
You said it was fun. How much are you enjoying playing under this manager? How's he really helped your development?
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy every second. I mean, he learned me so many good things, especially at the beginning when it was tough for me. I'm so glad I'm here, and yeah, everyone was on my side. Everyone stick to me, even though maybe the first couple of months were hard. But sometimes in football, it's not easy.
Just explain that, the first few months, because now it looks like you're really at home. I think you're playing your best football of your career. Maybe Bayer Leverkusen you were a different class there, but I think now you feel at home. Why is that? Is it because of the support that you get around you, and you're giving back now for that support?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I work hard, obviously, and for me, I'm a guy. For me, it's not easy to go into a new team with new teammates. I'm maybe sometimes kind of a shy guy, so it's not easy. I mean, you all know it. To go in a different team with different manager and different players is sometimes tough. And I mean, I came from Chelsea. That made it easier for me as well. But I knew that my time was coming, and I just stick to my plan. Everyone was helping me. As I said, the manager was helping me a lot, and the players as well. But yeah, I'm so happy to be here, and also the fans, they have been unbelievable.
You don't give a lot away with your body language, but I can see now the work rate is there. Your ability in the air as well has surprised me, how good you are. Rarely do you not win a header. You know, it's a real strength for yours, but you ghost into these positions.
I think, I mean, I needed maybe to change my game a bit. I think when I came from Germany, I felt straight away it's not that easy to survive in the league with so many tough players. So I mean, and I needed to adapt my game as well. I think I did it quite well, and right now I really enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy having contact with my opponents. I enjoy aerial duels as well. So it's for sure a different type of football over here, but it's fun.
It's coming out in your play, you can see that.
Can I ask you about Bukayo Saka as well? He obviously scored the penalty that you won. How impressed were you with just how cool he was, given the pressure of the situation in this title race?
Yeah, I think this guy is unbelievable. I think he shows it every week. I think he's 21, 22 right now. I think I've never seen a player like this before, and I think England can be so happy to have him. He's an unbelievable player, unbelievable guy, and yeah, so hungry every day. If you see him in training, is special. So yeah, and then to score goals like this in those circumstances is brilliant, I think.
England versus Germany in the final day.
I hope so. Germany wins.
We know what happens there.
Out to talk to us. Well done on the win
Thank
today.
You so much.
Thanks, Kai.
Well done, mate. Brilliant. Good to see you.
Yeah, so influential in this title race. You both said you think he's playing the best football of his career.
Yeah.
Why do you think he's been able to transform his career in the Premier League here? There was obviously a brilliant player there in Germany, but it just didn't happen at Chelsea.
No, but that's. I think it did happen at Chelsea in spells. You know, and he won the Champions League at Chelsea. We have to forget he made the difference. His name will be forever in the folklore of Chelsea Football Club because of the role he played, and he played his best football in that role. He had Timo Werner to his left, and sometimes Mason Mount or someone else to his right, and he was good. Do you know, but this team, I think, was better than that team. I
think timing, where you go to, of course, he was successful at Chelsea. I always found, though, Joe, that it was a difficult changing room to go into at Chelsea. You know, especially a young player. It's not easy for that adaptation for everybody. He's explained it very well there, you know, but now he feels at home. He's a part of the furniture here, and he's loving the role. And then suddenly you see the performance that comes with it. He's actually feeling much more probably a part of this club. He's only been here a short while.
I think continuity and stability is the key. He's come into a club, and Martin's here all the time, but when I come and do Arsenal games, first of all, I can feel great energy around the stadium, the fans can. You feel like there's no ever whisper of a change of manager, director of football, players coming and going. Just continuity, stability. And when you're a player like Kai, he said he's a shy guy there, and you come into a place that's settled, I think that you'll thrive then. So I think that's what he was trying to explain. He's in a really settled environment, and you're just seeing the best of him. And
he spoke so glowingly of Saka, and that's what you do, isn't it? When I look back at the 204 team 20 years ago, we talked about it at the start. So many great players that you point to, you draw off one another, and you think in the end someone will get us across the line. And today it was that moment. The penalty was a nervy moment, but Saka stepped up and just took it, no problem.
Sometimes it's just, at the Emirates, 1-0 to Arsenal at the break, who, as it stands, are going 4 points clear of Manchester City. Martin Keown and Joe Cole watching with me. The Gunners got the goal from the penalty spot after Travers took down Kai Havertz, Joe. The keeper felt that Havertz had left his leg out.
I can see why the keeper, there was protest, but it's a penalty. You're a young keeper, he's done fantastically well. Once you're in that situation, you commit and you're not going to get it, and your leg is that extended out, Havertz has bought it, but he knows what he's doing. A good goalie there, Martin, I don't know what you think, but a Neuer or someone would have kid Havertz.
It's a shame because the youngster, did really well, didn't he?
Areola's saying the same thing, he's left his leg in there. But
exactly, he just needs to stay on his feet, and he puts the leg out. And until that point, actually, he's done magnificently well. It's only his third game for Bournemouth, but then he showed his inexperience, and Havertz, took advantage of the situation.
16th Premier League goal for Bukayo Saka, the coolest person in here. He was so calm, Joe.
You could feel the tension building, because Arsenal missed a huge amount of chances, and when you're out there and you're missing chances in a game where you're expected to win, you suddenly think to yourself, is it going to be one of them days where it doesn't happen for us? So Saka was cool as anything and just slotted it away.
Were Bournemouth lucky to still have 11 players on the pitch, Martin?
I thought so, a little bit. At the time, we were together and I jumped up straight away that studs went up. Of course, it's Saka, so we're all extra concerned. And if you just look at it from there, that's high. That's your medial ligament. And we're lucky that Saka has got to his feet. But I was a little bit surprised that VAR didn't really have a close look at that. So anyway, I don't like seeing players getting sent off, but he was lucky there.
They did have a look, but obviously they didn't feel that it met the threshold for a red card because they can't intervene in a yellow.
At that point in the game, this is where a referee's got to use his nous, because Bournemouth were not getting close to anyone, and you're looking to get tight. You're looking to get tight. He was reckless, he was rash, and he was lucky to stay on the pitch. You cannot go in stud showing knee height nowadays and expect. So I think Bournemouth got away with one there.
Well, it was starting to look like.
Half-time at the Emirates, 1-0 to the Arsenal, David. That will ring familiar to you. 61% possession to the Gunners compared to 39 of Bournemouth. I mean, it's been thoroughly dominant as far as the hosts are concerned. 16 shots, which is the joint most they've had in the first half of a Premier League game this season. Only 5 on target. One of them, of course, including a penalty that was given on 42 minutes. Perfect time for Bukayo Saka to step up, really, from 12 yards. Let's have a look at the penalty incident. David, was it the right call from David Coote, the referee?
I think so. I think Havertz got the penalty. I think when you look at this, the goalie comes out, he doesn't get the ball. So he's dangled his foot out, and then Havertz sees that and takes advantage of it. Is that gamesmanship a little bit? I've done it in World Cups where that's happened to me, and so I'm all for that. If you don't get the ball when you make an effort and you're leaving yourself open to the striker.
As Mark Travers, I mean, is he risking it by going in with his feet?
Yeah, and if he doesn't get anything on the ball, then he's in trouble because his foot is out.
Yeah.
And it's a target for Havertz.
A foul by Travers, or was Havertz being cute?
Havertz being cute.
Yeah.
I don't think there's actual challenge there from Travers. I think it's more Havertz just dragging his foot, because you can see that he doesn't tackle him in any stretch. He doesn't get anywhere near him, but it's Havertz. If you look at it, I think it's his left foot, I think it is. He almost just leaves it there. So the other one skips over the defender and he leaves the foot there just enough, just to get that little contact there, and then he goes over. And you're back to the question is, how much contact is enough contact? But I think once the referee had given that decision, because there was a little bit of contact there, I don't think he can go back and change it.
OK, well, I mentioned Saka stepped up for a high-pressure penalty. What was his execution like here?
When I look at these and I see him just pass it down the side of the goalkeeper, I'm looking, is he looking at the ball there or the goalkeeper? And he's actually looking at the ball. So it's not the best of penalties, but it's gone in. Or not the cleanest of strikes, I should say, but it's...
The goalkeeper doesn't really make it difficult for him because he doesn't really do anything. He almost just kind of stays there. He doesn't make a decision to go left or right, but from Saka, high-pressure penalty, it's a good goal.
Yeah, 16th goal in the Premier League, 20 in all competitions. First Arsenal player to do that since Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in 2019-2020. Let's have a look at the chances that Arsenal created up until that point. They've been getting a lot of joy down the right side, Darren.
Yeah, they have. I mean, the way the game started and the way Arsenal certainly came out the blocks, I thought, well, this could be a cricket score at some point. But to be fair, Bournemouth stayed in it, but on this right-hand side, I mean, everything's come down this right-hand side. Zakaria, I think they waited too long to give him that pass, and then by the time the finish came in, it wasn't really on. To kind of run out of space. This was another good chance. Again, Havertz just putting into a really intelligent area. Ben White, really good run, really clever play. He almost waits, holds his ground a little bit, recognises where the space is. Look, little flick. But when it comes in here as well, you're thinking, oh, here comes the goal. Bournemouth defend really well. Again, this is a lovely little pass from Ben White. There's not really a lot of space there, but a little clip in behind Otaro, who's had a bit of a tough first half. Again, they get in there, don't quite capitalise, but you knew at some point, the more they keep doing it, the more they're going to get opportunities. I mean, Saliba here, Saka, leaving that space behind Otaro again. And he does really well because he's composed, drops the shoulder, but again, another good save. And you just start to think, David, is it going to be one of those days where they're not going to score?
Where he's saving everything, you know, and I think we just need a little bit more composure on the actual finish. You know, like we get into like great positions and then just hammering